Hey everybody, time to talk about punts now. And the thing about punts is, I can do it. I did it in college and I did it in high school, but what I do is not what you're supposed to do. I want you to listen to what I'm saying, but don't do what I'm doing. In other words, I know how to tell you the right way to do it, but when I do it, it's kind of unorthodox. So just kind of listen to what I'm saying. I'll try to give you as best an interpretation of it as I can. But let's start with the way you hold the ball. No right or wrong way to hold the ball, as there's no right or wrong way to kick off or kick field goals. It's what you feel comfortable with. Here's what I'm going to say. I hold the ball at a 45-degree angle inside my leg. The reason for that is I catch a lot of the ball, hit the fat part of the ball, and it spins off my foot nice. A lot of people hold it straight. Some even hold it down a little bit, which I do not encourage. There's too many problems that can happen with that. Here's the way I hold the ball. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing. Here's the ball. I turn it into a 45-degree angle. I take my fingers right here, my middle finger and my thumb, and I hold it, you can kind of see that, and I hold it at a 45-degree angle inside my leg. Some people can hold it like this, some like this, like this. It doesn't matter, whatever you feel comfortable with. Now let's talk about steps. I stand with my left foot just a little bit in front of my right foot. My knees are bent when I'm ready to catch the snap, and I'm leaning forward just a little bit. When the ball comes in, before I even catch it, I start stepping with my left foot, just about a jab step of 6 or 7 inches in front of it, of where my foot originally was. I catch the ball. After this step is made, right, left, kick. It's 2 steps. If you can do 2 steps and get it off in a good amount of time, you'll be a fine punter. 2.5 steps, like what I did, is not even 2.5 really, but what I did, that's fine too. Some people are a 3-step punter, and that's fine to do that if you can get it off in a good amount of time. In high school, they don't harp on it as much as how long it takes to get off the punt, but in college, they will hammer it to you 1.9 seconds from snap to kick. So if you want to be a 3-step punter in college, get it off quick. That is my advice to you, and I wouldn't advise doing a 3-step punt in college, but again, it is up to you. Now, if we're kicking with no wind, say we're kicking in a dome, you catch the ball, you want to hold the ball just a little bit below your chest. That's because when the ball drops, you'll probably catch it right about your waist, and you'll get good height and good distance. If you're kicking into the wind, it's going to be a little different. You're going to hold, if you hold it with the tilt, you're going to hold it straight. And you're going to hold it lower, and you're going to hold it longer. And that's the reason for that is the wind's coming into you, and you let go of it when you normally do. It's going to do this, whatever. So hold on to it longer. The problem you're going to have with that, as I do, when I hold it like this, I have a tendency to shin it. But the more you practice with it, the better you'll get at it. Now, if the wind's behind us, I'm going to hold the ball right at my chest. I'm going to drop it normally. And the ball will catch the wind nicely, and you'll still get higher. You'll get a lot of distance out of it. But normally, let's say we have no wind, as we do tonight. No wind. I'm going to catch the ball. I'm going to hold it about right here. Where do I know how to put it? Well, hold the ball like this, and just drop your arm at the side, and then come back straight up with it. That's where the ball should be when you kick it. And do that over and over, and that'll build muscle memory. So when you catch it, right there, it's got to be quick, right there. I know where mine is. Another drill you can do to make sure that you drop the ball flat. Drop it flat every time. I play all kinds of sports: baseball, football, basketball, soccer, street hockey, whatever, you name it. I've done them all. And the hardest skill I've ever tried to learn is punting a football. That's because there's so many variables that go into it. You have to drop this ball straight, or you will not have a consistent punt. So you have to have a consistent drop to have a consistent punt. You want the ball to drop flat every time. A good drill to do is to walk up and down a football field, just doing this. Just dropping it over and over and over and over and over. And you will be a consistent punter if you get that mastered. Now I'm going to talk about directional punting a little bit. I'm going to have my back turned in just a second. Directional punting is the same as kicking straight. You're just turning your body. You're still kicking to a point. So if I'm kicking right, it's to your left. I catch the ball and then I turn. I don't do this. Because if I start to turn like this, say the snap's coming in, I'm starting to turn, that returner's getting over there before I even get it. Don't give them a lot of time to think about it. Catch it and then turn quick and get rid of it. Same way to the left, your right now on the screen. Catch it, and I turn. Now, same way with kicking, your shoulders and your plant foot need to be pointing in the direction that you're punting to. So if I'm punting over here, catch it, and I point my shoulder, and I kick it that way, and that way. Your leg wants to come straight up to the ball. This is what I do, and this is what a lot of problems that you soccer style kickers will have. If you're a straight on kicker, it's going to be easier for you. If you're a soccer style kicker, when you finish, think about it, you're like this, and your body's wanting to twist in every which direction. Punting, things are in a line. And here's what I do. I have a tendency to catch it, kick it, and do this. If you hit the ball and your leg is going in a straight line, it's okay. And my leg is in a straight line usually when I hit the ball, and it'll go straight, but my finish is over here. If you see the best punters in the world, when they take a still photograph of them, their leg is right here. If you can do that, you will be very, very successful. So try to keep everything in line, drop the ball flat, have a consistent drop, hold the ball the same way every time. If you're punting into the wind or behind you, you'll learn that as you go on. You can come back to this video for help. But those are some of the basics of punting. Point the toe, and you want the ball. I didn't go over this. Here's how you want the ball to hit. If you're angling it in like this, you want the ball to lay across your foot. You're pointing the toe, and you explode through the ball. Those are some of the basics of punting the football. There's some other things to it, but for our purposes right now, we'll keep it simple. Right now, I'm going to hit 2 punts, and that'll be the end of the videos. Sorry it took so long to get the kickoff videos and the punting videos up, but now they are up, and I hope that you can view them and put them to good use. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave me one, and I'll get back to you as fast as I can. So we'll have 2 punts, and then we'll shut the video off. Thanks for watching, and keep watching.